Moving right along, Alex Kittis is a passionate activist and champion of equality. A former Woonsocket City Council member, but we're going to get you back up there if I have anything to do with it come election time in a few years. Grassroots organizer. Alex is a good friend, and we're happy to have him on this side. Before I bring up Alex, I have a question for the mayor of the city of Woonsocket and City Council. When is the pride flag going up, Woonsocket?
Yeah.
Woonsocket and all the other cities and towns that don't want to do a flag raising, when y'all putting the flag up? That's all I'm going to ask. With that said, my good friend, my first guest ever on the Progress Report, Mr. Alex Kittis.
Thank you very much for that flattering introduction. It's going to be very tough to follow the incredible speakers that have already spoken today. So I'm going to keep my remarks very short. As Dion said, my name is Alex Kittis. I use he, him pronouns. I'm a lifelong resident of Woonsocket, former city council member, and a progressive activist. So I want to tell you a story. I came out as bisexual in late 2019 on New Year's Eve. That was at the age of 27 years old, and while I was a sitting elected official. So obviously that risked a ton of public scrutiny into my life. But one of the big reasons that I decided to do that was because not only has Woonsocket not had very much LGBTQIA plus representation, either on the city or state level. There's only been one politician, Melissa Murray, as far as I know. But also, our city government is so incredibly conservative, and it felt that I had an obligation to be public with my coming out in order to advocate as strongly as I could for not only the LGBTQIA plus community, but just against the ignorance that plagues Woonsocket city government. So fast forwarding a few months from then, last May, I was approached by Ken, I don't know where he is now, and he proposed that we pass a resolution for Woonsocket's first pride flag raising ceremony. So I'm not going to say that I'm not going to say that it was easy, because as I said, Woonsocket city government is to the right of Ronald Reagan, but we put a lot of effort and we got the resolution passed last year. And you want to know how we got that passed? With a ton of community support. Hundreds and hundreds of signatures on the petitions, like dozens of emails to our elected officials. We had the community showing up in ways that they really hadn't before, and in doing so, they made elected officials that are unsympathetic to marginalized communities, we made them do something they didn't want to do. And so we raised the pride flag. Then there was a lot of other drama when they took it down the next day. But
we still did it.
Yes, we did it, and it was a successful event. Well, now fast forward to this year, I have yet to have emails to the mayor and the council president answered about whether and when we're doing the pride flag raising. The resolution that we passed last year was annual. It's supposed to happen every year. But I'm confident that ultimately a flag is going to go up on city property, because the community of Woonsocket is so much more progressive than our elected officials, and the LGBTQ community, LGBTQIA plus community in Woonsocket is not going to take no for an answer. And so the message that I'm kind of trying to bring through my speech, and my phone's wet and all that, is that when our communities stand up and demand better from our leaders, when we present a united front and we work together with every marginalized community, which other speakers way better than me have said extensively tonight, we're able to get real social change passed. And so I'm going to leave you with that. It's raining, everybody's tired, so thank you very much. I'm flattered to be
Okay. Thank you, Alex.